Hi, I'm Sylvia from NNC Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make my little In the Hoop wallet. It's got little sections here to put your credit cards, and here you can put some notes, and I've put a little cam snap on it in case you want to close it. It's very easy to make. You print out your instructions, and on the instructions it has the measurements. So you need some fabric, which I've cut, and you need 6 pockets, and the pockets you fold in half and you press so they're ready to use. And there's one more pocket that's a little bit larger than the other ones, that we're going to use that for the last one. And the wadding. We need 2 different kinds of hoops. One is the 5x7, and then the next size up you can use. And medium weight stabilizer. Okay, let's start. So I've put the hoop in the machine, and the first color is going to stitch out the placement line for the pockets. So it's done the placement line, and the next stitch out is going to be the placement line for the fabric you're going to put down. So this is the placement line for the fabric, and you get your strip of fabric and spray it with some double K100. I've placed my fabric in between the lines, right? And now we're going to line the first pocket up with the folded side to the top, and you line it up to the first line there, and the stitching line is going to be there. So now we're going to stitch that. Okay, so it's stitched that, and then you line up the next one. It's a bit tricky. You line it up to the next line on the top here and the top there, make sure it's even, and then you stitch out the next color. Okay, that's the second pocket done, and we're going to do that with all of them till the 6th one. So now I'm going to line up the next one. As you can see, they're lining up one by one on each line, okay? So we're going to stitch this one down. And now the next one. Okay, and now the next one. So this is number 5. I've lined the 6th one up, and you'll tack that down. this is the 7th little pocket, and that is the larger one of all of them. And what you do is you line it up to where it's supposed to stitch, and then you open it up, and then you stitch it. Oops, I've got to put it back in the hoop. So you stitch it. And then what you do is you bring it down. Make sure you creased it well so you know where to push it down. And you stitch the last one. So that secured the pocket, and now we're going to do the sides. We're now going to sew the narrow strip on the side here. You line it up. Okay, and now we're going to do the other side, which is the larger bit. You just line it up. You're going to cut it so you don't have to be too accurate. At home, obviously, you're going to use the color thread that matches your fabric. I'm just using black here so you can see what's going on. Alright, and now we're going to remove it from the hoop. We've got Annie here taking up a bit of room, and she's going to help us. Now I've taken it out of the hoop, and you turn it over, and the line here and the line there, if you tear the stabilizer away along those lines, so that'll give you a little bit of support. Okay, so I've taken the stabilizer away from here and there. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't do that. It's not... You turn it over, and this is the line we're going to follow in. You cut it 1/4 of an inch. And you do the same on the other side. That's it. And now we have to press it down. Yeah, I've pressed it flat, and you just fold this so it comes neatly, so you have a nice 1/4 of an inch mark or seam there, and this will come out automatically when we use it later on. So just put this aside now, and we're going to start on the second hooping. I've gone to a larger hoop, and now we're going to stitch out the outline. stitch the outline, and now we're going to put the wadding right in the middle. It should be the right measurement. And then we're going to put the fabric over it. Now the wallet is going to be folded over like that, so you want the fabric to go the right way. So the dogs are going to go vertical or horizontal, I don't know. Anyway, this way. Okay, now I'm going to take it back to the machine and it's going to stitch around there. It's now going to stitch out the position line for the side things. It's a bit hard to see on here, but you'll be able to see it now. Okay, and now we're going to position the side pockets. Right, so I've lined the side with all the little pockets up here, right up to the stitching line. And I'm going to do the other side. You've got two pieces of material that you will have folded over. You put it on top of one another. And again, we're going to line them up with the stitching line here and up there. I've placed them in position. I've put a tiny bit of tape up there so it won't get caught. Now it's going to do the other side. Make sure you hold it down well. So it's gone all around and secured the pockets, and now we're going to put the top layer on. And then it's going to leave an opening here. It's just going to go around now. So it's gone all the way around, and it's left a little opening here so we can turn it. I'm now going to show you how to trim it. Right, I've taken the stabilizer off all the way around, and I've left this in because that'll make it a little bit more firm. Now you have to watch where the opening is. I should have left a little bit more material there, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna cut 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now we're going to trim the corners. Make sure you don't cut the stitching. You just go just above the stitching. And now we're going to turn it inside out. I always use hemostats or whatever I have to turn, because I think it makes it easier. And do a lot of wiggling. And here it comes. I always use them to push the corners out too. Guessing to push it out. Push the corners gently. If you push too hard, you go through the fabric. Okay, now I'm going to press it. And you just make sure you press this neatly, and then you can slip stitch it. If you're going to put a cam snap in it, you can do that before you stitch it closed. Or you can just glue it, or I prefer to stitch it. And here you are. Here's your little wallet. You can put your cards in here. You can't see the pockets very well with this fabric. I've put some cards in here so you can see what it looks like. It's got loads of pockets. You can put your notes here or here. So it closes up nicely. There's another one I just did earlier on. And here's one with the snaps. They make lovely little presents. They're very quick to make, and you can use up all your little scraps of fabric. So happy stitching. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.